The grand hall of the Zentari Empire gleamed with bioluminescent crystals, casting an ethereal purple glow across the assembled dignitaries. Princess Lyra stood beside her mother, Empress Valina, watching the latest batch of conquered species parade before them. The Zentari had ruled the Andromeda sector for 3 millennia, and this was merely another routine display of their dominance. Lyra stifled a yawn behind her crystalline hand. She had seen countless species kneel before her family: insectoid warriors, silicon-based scholars, energy beings that flickered like dying stars. None had impressed her. None had been worthy of her attention until she saw him. The human delegation consisted of 3 individuals, and they did something unprecedented. They didn't kneel. The man in the center, Liam, according to the data slate, stood with his shoulders squared, hands clasped behind his back in a posture that somehow conveyed both respect and defiance. His companion, a woman named Melissa, stood equally tall, her dark eyes scanning the throne room with tactical precision. "Mother," Lyra whispered, her voice cutting through the ceremonial proceedings. "Stop the presentation!" Empress Valina's 7 eyes swiveled toward her daughter, surprise evident in their multi-hued depths. In 600 years, Lyra had never interrupted a conquest ceremony. Lyra stepped forward, her crystalline wings unfurling slightly, a sign of interest among her species. She pointed directly at Liam, her finger unwavering. "I want this human, Mother." The grand hall erupted in shocked murmurs. The translator devices worn by every species crackled with confused chatter. Empress Valina's primary eye narrowed. "You want him as what, daughter? A servant? A curiosity for your menagerie?" Lyra's wings flared fully now, catching the light and throwing rainbow patterns across the walls. "As my strategic advisor, my partner in understanding this species." Liam's expression didn't change, but Melissa tensed beside him. The third human, an older diplomat, looked like he might faint. "The Zentari Empire does not ask permission from conquered species," the Empress said coldly. "If you want the human, take him. With respect." "Your Imperial Majesty," Liam spoke for the first time, his voice steady despite the translation matrix distorting it slightly. "Earth hasn't been conquered. We came here to negotiate." The hall fell silent. Several alien dignitaries drew back in horror at the audacity. Lyra felt something she hadn't experienced in centuries: genuine fascination. "You dare speak such words before the Empress?" asked General Crix, the Zentari military commander, his battle-scarred carapace gleaming menacingly. "I speak the truth," Liam replied. "Your fleets arrived at Earth expecting easy submission. Instead, you found our defense satellites, our quantum-shielded colonies, and our willingness to make this very, very expensive for you. That's why we're standing here negotiating instead of you standing on Earth," Melissa added, her voice calm but firm. "We destroyed 17 of your scout ships before you even breached the asteroid belt. Humanity has been preparing for this moment since we first looked up at the stars." Empress Valina leaned forward on her throne, suddenly interested. "You claim to have damaged our fleet?" "Check your tactical reports, Your Majesty," Liam said. "Check the casualty lists. Check the resource cost of your conquest. Then ask yourself, is Earth worth the price of taking it by force, or would you prefer a more profitable arrangement?" Lyra's wings trembled with excitement. This was what she had been waiting for, a species that didn't simply surrender, that understood the game being played. "Mother, I wish to speak with them privately," Lyra announced. "Absolutely not," General Crix interjected. "They could be dangerous." Liam's lips quirked into something almost resembling a smile. "General, if we wanted to be dangerous, we wouldn't have come alone and unarmed to the heart of your empire. That's not danger, that's suicide. We're here because we believe in a better option for both our peoples." The Empress studied the humans for a long moment, her multiple eyes processing information that even her advisors couldn't detect. Finally, she gestured with one crystalline hand. "You have 1 solar cycle, Lyra. Take them to the diplomatic suite. Learn what makes these humans so confident. General Crix, if the princess is harmed, eliminate their homeworld." "And if she's not harmed?" Melissa asked pointedly. "Then perhaps we will listen to your terms." In the diplomatic suite, Lyra paced while Liam and Melissa stood calmly by the viewport overlooking the Zentari capital city. The older diplomat had been escorted to separate quarters, leaving the 3 of them alone. "Why didn't you kneel?" Lyra demanded, her wings still slightly extended. Melissa answered, "Because humanity learned a long time ago that respect earned through fear is just delayed rebellion. We'd rather have honest negotiation than forced submission." "Besides," Liam added, turning from the window, "your empire has conquered 47 species. How many of those conquests cost you nothing? How many love the Zentari Empire rather than fear it?" Lyra's wings drooped slightly. "None," she admitted quietly. "We rule through strength. It's the only way we know." "There's another way," Liam said, stepping closer. "Partnership, trade, mutual benefit. Your empire has incredible technology. Biocrystal engineering, faster than light communications. Stellar cartography beyond anything we've achieved. Earth has things you need too." "Like what?" Lyra challenged. Melissa pulled out a small data device. "Strategic thinking born from centuries of conflict with ourselves. Innovation driven by competition rather than submission. Art, music, philosophy, and literature from a species that has never stopped questioning authority, even our own. And most importantly, we have the stubborn, irritating refusal to give up that makes humans very bad enemies and very good allies." Lyra looked at the data device, then at Liam's steady gaze, then at Melissa's confident posture. For the first time in her 600-year life, she understood what her empire had been missing. "You're not offering surrender," she said slowly. "You're offering something far more dangerous to our way of life." "We're offering change," Liam confirmed. "The choice is yours, Princess. You can have humanity as a conquered people who will resist for generations, costing your empire resources and lives. Or you can have us as partners who will help build something better than either of us could achieve alone." Lyra's wings began to shimmer with a new pattern, one that signaled decision and commitment. "I told my mother I wanted this human," she said, looking directly at Liam. "I wasn't entirely honest about why. I don't want a servant or a curiosity. I want someone who can teach the Zentari Empire what we've forgotten in 3 millennia of conquest, that there are things more valuable than submission." Melissa smiled. "Then let's get to work, Princess. We have an empire to revolutionize." As the three of them began planning how to present their alliance to the Empress, none of them noticed the hundreds of Zentari intelligence officers monitoring every word, or the subtle shift beginning in the Imperial Court as word spread of the humans who refused to kneel. The Zentari Empire had conquered 47 species, but humanity was about to conquer something far more difficult: hearts and minds. The end.